Hi, welcome to Let's Play Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, also known as Brute once again has pulled the game out of a hat.
It happened.
Also known as one of us isn't here, so we decided to do something else than the main project.
This is my save file.
Oh.
Spoilers.
Don't worry about what you're seeing right now. How do I get rid of this?
Ignore this.
This is the level from Ratchet 2.
We are not restarting this recording because this is exactly how we do things.
This is exactly how business goes down around here. New
I
game.
did this exact thing in Battle Network 4, except it was the wrong game entirely.
There we go.
Sly! Come in! Sly! Do you read me?
Yeah,
Not a god.
you. Loud and very loud.
Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Trying to break into police headquarters does that.
Get over it, Bentley. You're safe in the van. I'm the thief here. I've got to steal that file from Inspector Carmelita Fox.
Well, count on me to be your eyes and ears, buddy. Got their security system totally scoped. To get inside, you're gonna have to go through that air vent.
All right, I'm going in.
And don't forget you got me at the wheel, Sly. All you gotta do is grab the file and get back to the van. We'll do the rest.
Just keep that engine running, Murray. I'll be down in no time.
I'll be down in no time. I haven't played this game in a while, but I played it a lot back in the day, so I should be okay. That's the hope anyways. Let's see how... What the fuck?
Show me the speedrun strat.
So despite what my save file percentage says, I actually have the platinum for this game.
Easy platinum.
It is a fairly easy plat, yes. As a kid, this was one of my favorites. Me and my dad played through the original trilogy multiple times together. This is...
Oh, that's cool.
Hey, Bentley, I think I'm seeing things. Must be.
That's really cool that you played it with your dad, like
yeah.
you played it too.
Yep.
Really? I've read about this. Master raccoon thieves are able to sense thieving opportunities, which manifest themselves as unexplainable blue auras. According to my research, all you have to do is get near them and hold down the circle button, and you should perform a.
They're justifying the UI elements in universe. This is like some Kingdom Hearts tier shit.
It's wild. Yep, thank you. That was the thing me and my dad did a lot. We would play games together, like pass the controller back and forth, just kind of, whatever. This trilogy is one of the prime ones for that, especially the second game, but we did all three of them. Some other things we did that with were Ratchet and Clank, Crash Bandicoot, a lot of the PlayStation,
Quick, Sly! Smash the
mascot-esque games.
Nice job, you're in. Inspector Carmelita Fox's office is behind the red door.
And if you're thinking this game looks kind of crusty, that's because it's actually like 20-something years old now.
Yeah, this is like a
early PS2.
It's
No,
like
it can't be.
2001-ish, I think? 2002? Something like that?
Not like this.
Like this.
Not like this.
You are crumbling to dust.
Here goes, Sly. This is where Inspector Carmelita Fox stashes all her important files. I hacked
She'll never
into the
notice that we
security mainframe
destroyed her
and discovered
office.
This vault's combo. Try dialing in 937.
I remember as a kid thinking this introduction was super cool. Just like right in there.
Nice job! You got it! If you come down through the fire escape and head through the parking lot, we'll be waiting in the getaway van.
We'll be waiting in the getaway van. Excellent. And the calling card.
right there, Colonel.
You gotta have one.
You're not a thief if you don't have a calling card.
Criminals!
It's true.
Unfortunately, we're not actually that good of a thief because we literally just got caught in the act.
You foolish raccoon. I've caught you red-handed.
Ah, Carmelita. I haven't seen you since I gave you the slip in Bombay.
Which reminds me, you need to return the Firestone of India to its rightful owner.
Nah.
And I was gonna give it to you as a little token of my... Hey, that bazooka really brings out the color of your eyes. Very fetching.
You think? This pistol packs a paralyzing punch.
Is it a pistol
You
or a
wanna try
bazooka?
it? Might snap
Pick
you
one.
out of your crime spree.
They aren't the same
Give up our
thing.
little rendezvous.
Plenty of time for that once you're safely behind bars.
Love to stick around and chat, but I just dropped by to pick up this case file. I think you've had it long enough.
Alright, time to go.
Alright, don't get shot.
She decides I am a threat to society and opens fire. And mind you, this is Paris, so she is a police officer in Paris with a stereotypical, like, Hispanic-esque accent. Also, I'm dead.
Good job.
Nothing about this makes sense, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, really?
Oh, no. Time travel. Editing. Let's go.
What? No.
No, we don't do that.
We don't do that here.
Use the YouTube studio features. I'm sure they're good now.
No, you don't understand, Reki. I record the video game and then I pass the files off and wash my hands in it.
And we've just kind of decided that we don't edit things, except maybe audio.
Yeah.
We only edit in incredibly, strenuous circumstances. And this is not one of those. Oh, good. It saves me the... Why won't this checkpoint me in the office, then? Oh, man. PS2-ass game, right?
Yes.
Early PS2.
Early.
Early.
Yeah, early.
Very early.
When did this game come out anyway? It was like 2002?
Very early 2000s. I don't know exactly.
Sly Cooper.
Doesn't give me a good opportunity.
Dude, on my badass.
Yeah,
September 23, 2002.
Yep, sounds about right.
You can't escape me, Raccoon!
The exit.
I couldn't Google exit in French fast enough, so I just said exit.
This slip. I was surprised to see how well she took it. Finally, the secret police file I'd been searching for all these years. With this, I could avenge my family and regain possession of our most valued treasure. It all began when I was just a kid, bouncing on my father's knee. You see, I come from a long line of master thieves who kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an ancient book. The Thievius Raccoonus. Anyone who read it learned to be especially sneaky, which is why we specialize in stealing from criminals. After all, there's no honor, no challenge, no fun stealing from ordinary people.
Yeah, you see, they're good guys, even though they're thieves.
You know you're a master thief.
These games are rated
Well, on
D10.
the night I was supposed to inherit the book, 5 visitors came unannounced to our door. My father fought to protect us, but the gang of villains known as the Fiendish Five overpowered him and ransacked our house until they found the Thievius Raccoonus. Our family's manual of thieving greatness fell into their filthy hands. They tore the book into 5 pieces and split it up, each villain disappearing to the farthest corners of the world to commit dastardly crimes.
Dastardly crimes.
Broken alone, I was dumped at the town.
Dastardly.
There I
Dastardly
met 2 guys
crimes.
who became my lifelong buddies and trusted crew. Bentley, techno genius and strategist.
Did they just implicitly say that they murdered his dad?
Part-time driver and full-time.
Yeah, literally said that they
Together we
murdered
pledged
his
to
dad.
track down the Fiendish Five.
Murder is an inherent part of this game's backstory.
I knew I
Yeah, but they can't
That's the
say
one like
they
spoiler I
murdered
know
him
about this game too.
instead.
Like,
I would either become
doesn't that just come up again with like the final boss? Like it's just explicitly brought up. They don't try to hide it.
His dad being not just dead, but killed is mentioned on a good few occasions throughout the series, as I recall. It's E10, not E. They can mention it, they just can't show it.
That was a nice piece of work back there at police headquarters, Sly. Come see me if you want to check out any of your old movies. I've got them all here on my computer. Use the left analog stick to move around the hideout and the X button to select things.
So I will prompt us getting into this game
I've
proper
already plotted a route to our first target.
by saying that the series didn't really come into its own until the next game, but this game's still alright. That being said, it's time.
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on Sir Raleigh the Frog. As a young man, this hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life of luxury and privilege. On a whim, he tried his hand at a bit of piracy and found it to his liking. Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights. The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the soggy coast of the
Frogs
Isle
don't
of
have teeth.
Rat, a small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of a perilous...
That's my problem here. Frogs don't have teeth, game. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Sly Cooper
This is
in
a frog who does have teeth.
Pride of Terror. Ooh. So, now that we're in the game proper, first thing of note, beat the shit out of everything. This things break and give you money. Funny enough, these coins have the frog's hat on it. I never noticed that as a kid, but I just now noticed it.
Well, you probably didn't notice because this game was in like 360i
because I was
and
playing
playing on a 12-inch TV.
Yeah, I was playing on a 12-inch CRT, hunched in the corner of the room, yeah.
It blocks the only road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
No problem. I'll just use my climb move.
Okay, but remember, you can only climb on certain objects.
This game does look very rough now, but then you also have to figure what this would have been like coming fresh off of just the PS1.
I remember being impressed with this game on a presentation level when I first played it. Mind you, I was like 7, but still.
I think the color palette is a lot of work. Same thing for like Rayman games.
Even now, the actual in-game models don't look too bad from a distance. I think it's just when you get those close-ups and like the
There's good animations too.
Yeah. It's aged for sure, but I think the work they put in is evident.
Yeah.
Now this is very interesting. The message you just found appears to be some sort of clue. I'll decipher it here in the van. In the meantime, see if you can find any more clues. The more I have, the easier it'll be to crack the code.
So if you're wondering why I'm being so careful, Flag here is a one-hit point wonder. You get hit once and you're toast. You can find stuff to negate that problem, but we don't have that luxury at the moment.
Stealth action.
It is a stealth game. Not a hard one,
Hold on,
but it is a
Sly.
stealth
See
game.
those searchlights? One careless step and you'll be subjected to acute combustion.
You done whining? Let's go.
I'm just trying to keep you alive, partner. Fortunately for you,
Jeez.
I launched these signal repeaters throughout Raleigh's fortress. Get close to one, and I can checkpoint your progress.
Nice.
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 Speaking of nice,
Let me go back. Let me go back. Let me go back. I can't go back. You can replay like actual levels, so if you miss collectibles, you can always go back.
Does this statue here that you just broke look like the... What's his name? The Dreamer or whatever from Rayman 2?
It looks like the frog we're gonna be seeing later.
Cave of like 1,000 Nightmare? I forget. It's been a long time since I played Rayman 2.
I've never played Rayman 2.
Really? Oh,
That big boy
that's a fever dream.
is hiding out.
Let me find it.
That blimp looks more like a machine than a hideout.
You're right, Sly. That is a storm machine. It's the reason why it never stops raining around here.
Raining around
But
here.
why would Raleigh want bad weather at his own hideout 24/7?
Beats me. But rain or shine, I'm gonna steal my family's book back. And if Raleigh gets in my
Maybe
way,
he likes the rain.
Yeah, he's a frog, man. What do you mean? This is good weather
Yeah.
for him.
Yes.
I don't know why, but for that guy, you can just kill this thing like, hey, you want to see something cool? Breathe fire.
Hey, look at what I can do. I guess for mentioning's sake, I'm playing the PS3 version.
Nice job so far, Sly. To get over the next gate, you'll need to grab onto this hook using your cane. Just jump and hit the circle button.
got it. Jump and hit the circle button to grab onto hooks.
But Bentley, what's a circle button?
We're not getting that meta, Sly.
Sorry, we haven't hit Metal Gear Solid 2 levels yet.
No, not yet.
Turn off the game console, Raiden.
Oh, fuck. That game's so good, by the way. Just say it.
Yeah.
One thing that I think kind of goes underappreciated is that this series has a pretty banger soundtrack.
That large vault has got to be somehow related to those clues in bottles you've been collecting. If you can locate all the clues in this area, I should be able to crack the code and get you inside it.
Okay. So yeah, this lucky horseshoe, if you played Crash...
You're still jumping the gun. You need a few more clues.
I have to walk past it, Bentley, chill. If you play Crash Bandicoot, the horseshoe functions the same way as the mask does in Crash. One horseshoe equals
okay.
one extra hit. And I think you can have up to 2. A silver and a gold. Which is not a system the sequels decide to use, but it is the one this game uses.
So instead of collecting 100 coins, you get an extra life, you get an extra hit.
Rude game.
Technically, there are lives, too.
Oh.
Yeah, but I mean for collecting 100 coins. And
Yeah.
honestly, that's not really rude. Getting an extra hit is better than getting an extra life when you only have 1 hit.
True.
Oh, the key has a hat on it, too.
Da 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 da.
Like I said, even though it's aged, you can see some of the work that went into making this game look pretty nice back in the day, I think. There's a lot of attention to detail here that is just cool.
When did the PS2 even come out? The year 2000?
2001 in the US, I think, but yeah. 2000 in Japan, I believe.
This is
Looks like the most secured location on this boat.
it's not a launch game per se, but it's in that kind of
It's very,
realm of,
very,
like-
very early.
Wonderful
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
But
I
your
consider
plan
it
is
one of the defining
flawed.
experiences
Because
of like the
it's
early
impossible to
PS2
get near
era.
him. To access Raleigh's blimp,
Next to, like,
you would have to sneak
I don't
through that high
know. Wasn't
voltage
Final
power
Fantasy
gen.
X in that time frame
Do
too?
that without getting electrocuted.
I'll look it up.
Destroy that power gen.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild for how good that game looks.
You need
I know, right?
more of Raleigh's
I think that game was
treasure
2001.
keys, which are
Yep.
heavily guarded.
July 19th, 2001.
That's fucking insane, because that game looks nice.
Impossible part.
Fine, but I warned you. I've marked the areas you need to hit with holographic markers. Follow them to your objectives.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. It's your funeral.
Yeah, no, for me personally, this is one of the defining moments of like early video game playing for Brute.
Wow, you found a lucky charm.
Oh, cool. Sometimes you can just find them around.
Any
Yeah.
damage.
Like a lot of PS1 and early PS2 games are.
I see, chaps. My heartiest congratulations to you all. The Storm Machine has sunk its 50th ship last night, and the loot has already been unloaded. Our operation is moving along splendidly, with the possible exception being the gross negligence displayed below decks, and I demand the boilers stay at full pressure at all times. If you lazy, lowbrow, technically incompetent pack of gutter snipes did your jobs right, we have sunk 100 ships by now. But of course, 50 boats is a fine, fine achievement. Carry on, my boys, carry on.
What a dick! A lot of like PS1 and early PS2 games were pretty defining for Brute. Like Crash Bandicoot, I mentioned, is why I was able to make a comparison. And this in particular strikes as like so much fucking
Better
dialogue.
close those furnace doors. Jump and press
Yep.
the square
All right,
button.
thanks.
That'll slam them shut.
Yeah. Yeah. While I have more affinity for the second game, I don't really think of it the same way I think of the first game, just in that, like, the second one came out later and has more polish, and I don't really consider it, like, an early PS2 experience. But this game is very, like, launch PS2.
Tells me that if you trace the spinning crankshaft all the way back to its source, you'll find Raleigh's treasure.
Yeah, we made a game on, like, completely freaking new hardware we barely have experience with, and we did our best, which all things considered seems to have come out pretty well. And then the second game is they refined it.
I had enough of a good time with this game as, like, a teenager still, even as a teenager, to platinum this version of the game. So, I mean, it's still, like, a good game. It's a little jank, but, you know, it's not bad.
Remember, Sly, hold down the circle button near the blue stealth aura.
I remember.
Super sneaky thief moves.
Super sneaky thief moves. Sorry.
The fact that it's not on hardware they don't have experience, like, making a game for doesn't inherently mean it's going to be bad or anything. It just means it's not going to be as good as what they could do when they have more experience with it.
Which, that's probably why, like, the other two are just better, you know?
The other two are also very different. Ah, fuck. What? This was Sucker Punch, right? I think I would know. Yeah. Sucker Punch has a good pedigree for having made just a lot of good games. That I can't remember any of the names of. Because,
the only other one I know of offhand is Infamous.
Infamous 1 and 2 in particular are very good.
I've heard that, and they were on sale a while back, so I actually picked them up. I think they were, I think they were on sale specifically because the PS3 store was going to be, like, closed down too.
And then that whole thing.
And then now it's not.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I got the first one for free remember about 1 billion years ago when the PSN got hacked? I was down. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, Infamous 1 and 2 are really, really good, and the later Infamous games are, like, good, but not as good.
There's later ones?
There's 2 later ones, yeah. 2.5, I guess, because the second game had, like, a standalone expansion thing that was okay as well.
Blood something.
Yeah, Festival of Blood. Yeah,
which is fine.
No fighting vampires.
And then there's 2. There's sequels, but not in a direct sense. They take place later in the timeline, but with different primary characters. And they're good still. Like, they're a lot of fun. But there's also a lot of, like, stretching in my, like, to me, like, for the power selection and stuff, it feels a bit more of a stretch than, like, what they gave the main character of Infamous 1 and 2 is, like, something in my brain that is just fairly, like, you know, he has electricity powers, so everything stems from that. And in the Vampire DLC, he's got, like, vampire-esque powers, if that makes sense. For the later ones, they started getting weird and doing stuff like neon and, like, smoke and stuff, and it's weird. Still fun, but, you know. I feel like there's more things Sucker Punch has made that I notably like, but I cannot in my brain, like, piece it together. Nope. That should have killed me. So something else I'm starting to notice now that I'm playing this game again, and I have kind of more of an attention for stuff in a video game, and I'm not playing the game on a CRT. I like a lot of the, like, I don't know, like, the levels are just kind of visually interesting. There's a lot going on. I can just kind of pan the camera and take a look and see that there's like stuff going on here. Oh yeah, you can do this. I forgot.
Oh, no shit. Rocket Robot on Wheels is their first game.
Yeah, that game's pretty alright too.
And after Sly and the Infamous games,
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh right, that's the other thing they made that I hear is really good that I haven't actually played.
Yeah.
I think that's why I couldn't piece them together, because it's been a while since they've released something, but they were spending all that time working on Ghost of Tsushima, which is apparently super good.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I did not realize it was the same developers.
It doesn't even like feel like the same developers whenever I look at it, but I guess that's the kind of the sign of a talented dev team if they can. I missed 2. Oh, I missed 2. Also, apparently I took fall damage from falling into the lava, but I don't really agree with that assessment video game. Ah well. You need to calm down. Oh.
You found it, Sly! That's the final clue to crack the code!
Cool.
Press the circle to enter the vault code.
Yeah, you want to tell me what the vault code is?
I can't believe I pieced this one together. Try 227.
So, your reward for finding these, which these are completely optional.
Sly, you found a page from the Thievius Raccoonus. This page teaches old Drake Cooper's fast attack dive move. Press the triangle button to use it.
Is optional moves. And stuff like that. Optional thief talents, as it were. So now we can do...
That's cool.
that.
Is there any kind of thing there where, like, you have to find all of them for, like, to unlock a final boss or good ending or something like that?
There's only one ending. It's just if you want the extra moves and want to get 100%.
That's surprising.
And everything you need to like progress the plot or get all the to my memory to get all the bottles in an area you get from like the plot. So these are strictly optional. I say as I leave myself some margin for error on that statement.
Kind of like Bentley, because I was just gonna say it's funny how like he still says the phrase "try this." I was thinking like, man, it would make him look like a real asshole if he says, "I can't believe I pieced this one together," and then like the code's wrong.
Always leave yourself a margin for error.
Yeah.
Even if you're certain, you might as well leave yourself that margin for error.
Hey, I think I figured this out.
And then if you're right, you still look good. If you're wrong, you're like, well, he said he tried.
Yeah, I did my best, and now I can, and besides, you can always look back and go over it again.
Yeah.
I mean...
So that's kind of the level structure of this game. You hit a level, you get the bottles if you want, you get a key. The keys allow progression, which I guess I can show that if I remember where it is. I think it's over here.
Basically, it seems like this game is split into probably 4 or 5 acts. Each act has its own hub world.
Yep. You are right on the numbers, even. 5. 1 per previously mentioned bad parent murderer from the backstory.
Yeah, the only reason I said 4 or 5 is because I left in the potential of like
the margin
maybe
bearer.
The last one is just a boss.
If I remember properly, well, I can say for certain that they at least present 5 unique areas for each like potential enemy. I don't know if each one is a full-on world offhand, but
okay.
It is each its own unique environment.
The game camera using the right analog stick, and to bring the camera behind you, click it.
Because I remember the last area being its own unique area. I can't remember anything besides like the final boss, but I do remember that it's there. High class heist. I don't really remember any of these levels by name, so a lot of this is me being like, oh, it's this level in my head, and like picking out what to talk about on the moment.
Jackpot, Sly! Look at all
I
this
do remember this
stuff.
level now that I'm seeing it, though.
Must be worth millions! And you know what that means? Tighter security. You're gonna have to be extra sneaky to get the treasure key here.
Fuck this statue in particular. This is a level that plays in the stealth a little bit more, if I recall. And so the fun thing about getting the dive is it's one of those moves that has a really practical application, that being diving forward is great.
Yeah.
In a game where you can get hit and killed in one hit, being able to lunge at an enemy and clear distance quickly is good. Oh my god. I hate that. I hate that. Oh, the eyes even work the same way. Oh, God.
Oh, God. It does.
Ah, fuck. Get me out of here.
Smack it. Try to destroy it.
No, I'm leaving. Its power is too much for me. I can't handle that. So I do remember as a kid, I found this game to be kind of hard. And I'm going to imagine that that's a mixture of the game being slightly more difficult than one might expect, with the one-hit thing, and me being a kid. Well,
I'd put a fair amount of that being on you being a kid. I mean, I wasn't as good at games as a kid as I am now, either.
Oh, you would not have caught young Brute doing half the shit that Brute now does. In terms of games. Like...
Yeah.
All this playing on the hardest difficulty shit. I used to be scared to touch harder difficulties when I was a kid. It used to actively be like an intimidating presence to me. Now it's like, yeah, alright, I'll spend 7 hours doing the same thing over and over, I don't give a fuck.
And even nowadays, there's some games I just won't touch, like, the hardest difficulties on, like, the Dynasty Warriors games, like, fuck the hardest difficulties on that. Like, you can get killed from, like, from an arrow from a random archer off the screen. Just venturing and then dead.
Oh yeah, it's all case-by-case basis. I just do what's gonna be fun for me.
Yeah, first time I just picked, like, whatever one I think will be the most fun.
Yeah.
And even in terms of, like, when I want to re-experience it with more of a challenge, because that's fun in a different kind of way, there's still a limit. There's still a limit to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's case by case, and everyone's limit is going to be different, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Says Mr.
Like,
fucking Level 3 remake over here.
Yeah, and like, the first couple Metal Gear Solid games, like, yeah, you know, like, I can do on extreme, at least I did back in the day, because, you know...
And I forgot those games had difficulty selections. I'm so, like, in my brain, those games are always, like, a static experience where it's more about what's going on in the plot, and, like, the difficulty of the gameplay is kind of secondary. I forgot that, like, big boss runs are, like, a big thing for some people.
Yes.
I've never done one. Oh, fuck. Oh! Fly can't swim.
I was not particularly good at the Metal Gear Solid games. Like, playing on the normal difficulty was plenty hard enough for me.
I am good in that I am able to in a reasonable time get through them. Do I stealth it particularly well? God, no. But I can beat the games. I might seem more like an elephant and less like a fox or whatever, but, you know, that's not the point.
As long as you're getting through it and having a good time, I mean, hey, whatever.
Anstca watched me play all of Metal Gear Solid 2 for the first time.
Yeah.
I shot a lot of men.
Yes, a lot.
I've got,
a lot of men.
There were a lot of bodies in the big shell.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where did those last 5 bottles go?
Yeah, I'll play harder stuff, but I won't get insane. Like, play Kingdom Hearts 2 on critical mode. Sure, I'll do that. Do a level 1 critical mode run. No.
I'm like the middle ground on that series because I'm like, I'll do proud mode my first time through the game, sure. Critical level 1, never. I'd fucked up.
That's a good death animation.
There's a lot of like, I don't know what you want to call it. I guess it does save your bottles if you die for whatever that's worth to you.
That is good, because having to go and collect them all again, that would just be terrible.
There's a lot of like, I don't know what to call it, design philosophy similarities between this series and Crash to me.
I can see that, yeah.
Especially this game and like Crash 1. Jank first title, platformer focused, one hit point wonder with the like item to negate that problem. The funky death animations is a thing Crash also did.
Yep.
The cartoony animal cast, you know.
Mascot-esque kind of thing.
Yeah. It almost feels like this and Ratchet and Clank are kind of like the PS2 versions of what Crash did for the PS1 to me.
Jak and Daxter was another one.
Daxter specifically in terms of the animal mascot thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, this one's got no guards, so let's go here. If I can figure out how to get up there anyway. Is it just... Am I dumb? What's going on here?
You know, another series I would distinctly never touch the highest difficulty? Fire Emblem.
Oh god.
Oh god, yeah.
I tried to play Awakening on like whatever it's called. What is it, like Phoenix mode or something
Lunatic.
like that? Or yeah. Ooh. Yeah. So when I played Three Houses, I just picked like normal. Like I'm good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I know I could do it. I have the patience to like suffer through it, but it's also like I'm not that invested. How do you get? Heh. Whatever. I guess we're doing this. Oh, you know what? I know what level this is too. This is gonna be a funny one.
That's some... I'm feeling some kind of like vague James Bond vibes from this music.
Yeah, there's definitely that.
Those rats got pegged.
Rest in peace, rats.
Booby-trapped this entire place.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Don't you get it, Sly? If you step on that rug, forget about becoming a master thief. You'll be a master dartboard.
Wait a second. What if I jumped into that barrel for protection?
That conspicuously placed barrel.
Pretty risky and very unsanitary.
Only one way to find out.
Live fast. This game, I do recall doing the thing where sometimes you'll be like, oh, there's no way they put a bottle behind me, and they do. So if you're playing on your own, and for some reason you're using this as some kind of guide, watch out for that. I probably should have brought that barrel with me.
So far, so good. I bet if you stayed still inside the barrel, the guard won't be able to see you, even if he shines his flashlight on you.
Yeah, about that.
About that.
I didn't bring the barrel.
Colonel, I didn't think to bring the box with me.
I left the barrel.
Hard mode, go.
You know what's fucked up is I had distinct memories of this not being the first time I've tackled this level this way. That's spooky. Give me the bottle. Give me bottle.
Nope.
No, thank you. Not interested. God damn it. Oh man, that's dumb. Nope. What's this about playing the game the way it's meant to be played? Never heard of it.
Yeah, who's to say they didn't intentionally account for this?
I believe it. The game has enough attention to detail that I would just believe that they accounted for this kind of situation.
Yeah, like, there are going to be people that just, like, jump out of the barrel and not think about it.
I wonder if they'll give me a barrel. Then give me a barrel. Absolute kings.
That means back in the day, somebody programmed, hey, spawn the barrel here.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, that they had to, I think, because the state of the whole room probably gets reset when you die, and they just they reset the whole room, so they had to also have the barrel show up where it's gonna respawn you. Otherwise, even if you were bringing it with you, it wouldn't be there.
Yeah, you would have no barrel.
Is that gonna be a new meme face?
Extremely cursed. I hope it becomes the new meme face, because that's fucking awesome. I hate it. Whoever drew that's a genius.
Green. There they are.
Camera, please. And barrel.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. With the help of a straight-edge and compass, the answer was simple. Dial in 242. Interesting. Old Sally Cooper's fast getaway raccoon.
Oh, I love the roll.
Stories claim she can move faster rolling than anyone else could on the run. Hold down the triangle button to use this move. Switch between your power-ups using L2 and R2.
God, are you ready to see some shit? Master Thief.
Well, doesn't matter how ridiculous it looks, and if you are literally faster than anyone else, I mean...
It's super practical, that's for sure.
I mean, there you go. That's what
Does it gain momentum over time? Because it doesn't look very fast so far.
It's a lot like getting the dive. I find it useful for getting past things quickly.
Bonk.
I love that noise, that sneaking noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That like bass pluck or whatever. Fuck. He danced! He killed me and danced!
Tee-hee. Tee-hee, tee-hee.
I'm gonna get that promotion tonight.
I'm suddenly having some Wind Waker flashbacks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
This is some Forsaken Fortress ass bullshit right here.
Yep.
This game's got infinitely better stealth Oh god. Mechanics than the Forsaken Fortress does.
I have the Michigan clue noise. I don't have the Michigan erotic noise.
For the best.
Yeah.
I'd agree.
Alright, well, we're hitting 45 minutes, so we'll probably wrap this hub world up in the next video.
Yeah.
Real quick, since we're looking at it, you can replay levels and do a time trial thing. It doesn't add anything to the actual playthrough, so don't worry about it. But, yeah, that's an option.
No platinum artifacts.
None of that nonsense. You just gotta beat a developer time, I believe. Alright, next time we'll hopefully wrap up this hub world, or at least this part of the hub world. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.